Shout out to all the replay viewers. Welcome to day one of the nervous system reset challenge. As you come in, drop where you are watching from, what state. You don't have to put your city because people. I'm just pulling up my notes. So I'm going to sit and stand through this. I'm going to be doing both of them. All of the things. You give the algorithm a minute to push it out. If you are catching the replay, you can fast forward maybe a couple of minutes so you don't have to sit through this. Okay. And I'm still practicing with what's the best time to even go live. So YouTube told me to do it at 1 p.m. this week. So I don't even know how it's going to work with most people working. What's up, Candace? But if they can't join live, they'll catch the replay. All right. So if you're here, you're probably one of the women who you look put together on the outside, but on the inside, you are drowning. Absolutely drowning. People can't tell it because of how you look, right? So you tried the therapy, you have tried journaling, you've tried the affirmations, you've tried this self-care, you've tried just relaxing, and we love all of that. What's up, Quanda? We love all of that. But the thing is, you're still exhausted. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for hitting the like button also, you all. You're still exhausted, and this is because nothing is wrong with you. Okay, your nervous system has just been stuck in survival mode for years. So I'm in front of a window. Maybe I need to stand up because it looks like when I sit down, I get darker. I'm in front of a window and I have my ring light. Okay, and for those of you that didn't know, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could get stuck in survival mode for years. You absolutely can. I was stuck in survival mode for years, decades even, and didn't even realize it, okay? And this is normally what happens with high functioning women. So over the next few minutes, I gave myself a time limit. We'll see if I hit it. I'm going to teach you exactly why you're stuck. You're going to learn what has been keeping your body in survival mode and the tools that you can start. I'm going to give you one tool that you can start using today to pull yourself out of survival mode. Okay, so thanks for joining. Share it with someone. Okay, a high functioning woman that looks flawless on the outside, but you know sis is crumbling. All right, share it with her and we're going to get into it. So first, let me tell you who this is for. This is for the high achieving woman. Just sit, just stay with me. You feel guilty when you start to rest. You say, I'm fine, while you're having headaches, you're having gut issues, you have insomnia, you can't even sleep at night, but you're telling everyone that you're fine. You're also exhausted, even though you have certain days where you didn't do anything, you're still drained. Also, for those of you that feel this quiet resentment, even though you chose to tell someone, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that, but on the inside, you're really resenting it, this is for you. Also, for the woman who only relaxes when her to-do list is empty, which is never. This is who the next 5 days, this is who I'm talking to, okay? So if that's you, drop a heart in the chat, drop a pink heart in the chat. If you're watching the replay, drop a pink heart down in the comments. If any of what I just called out, if you know it's you and you're not afraid, drop a pink heart, okay? I need you to know you are not broken. That's something I used to tell myself all the time. Oh my God, I'm so broken. Nobody's going to ever want me. Nobody's going to love me. Y'all know I'm animated, okay? I used to tell myself that all the time. You are not broken. You are not lazy. There were times where I would wonder, Well, am I lazy? I don't think I'm lazy. Thank you for your honesty, Candace. Okay. So you're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not too much. All right. And you're not enough. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm not enough. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was trained to do. Clock it. Okay. So this is what's actually happening, you all. Your nervous system has two modes. Y'all know I am clumsy and I will keep bumping into that chair. Your nervous system has two modes. So there's safety and then there's survival. So when you're talking about safety mode, this is rest, digest, connect. This is when your body feels calm. This is when you can actually be present. All right. You can receive love when you're in this mode. But then there's survival mode. Survival mode is fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. For those of you that are taking notes, FAWN, fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So this is when your body is braced and your shoulders probably never relax. Okay, you're always tense. You're scanning for threats. There is absolutely nothing wrong. There is no danger around you, but you cannot relax for anything. Some of you, you wake up with anxiety. Okay, you're probably in survival mode. So in this state, you are running on adrenaline and cortisol. Let me know if you all can hear me good. Can you hear me good? All right. So that's survival mode. And here's the thing that nobody tells high achieving women: chronic stress, over responsibility, and being the strong one. It slowly raises your baseline until survival mode becomes your new normal. This is why you can be in it for days, for months, for weeks. Did that backwards: for days, for weeks, months, and even years. And you don't realize it. It is literally your new normal. Thank you, Candace. It's literally your new normal. All right. So your body, first of all, you're not in crisis. You're in chronic emergency, and your body does not know the difference between a real threat and an overflowing inbox. All right. Let me give you this example. You know how you can watch a movie. I don't know what kind of movies y'all like. Horror used to be my favorite genre. I'm doing better, but that was my favorite genre because I'm like, I used to laugh at them. I'm like, this stuff is not scary. It is so fake, blah, blah, blah. But I still like thrillers, especially psychological thrillers, things like that. So if you ever, whether you're at the movies or at your house, have you ever been watching a movie and in your body, like they start playing that music, that goes with the scene, and you start getting anxious, like you are the person that's in the movie, like you're the one that's about to get unalived, whatever. You know how sometimes your body, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Your body starts bracing. It's because your brain doesn't know that you're not in real danger. Your brain does not realize, oh, she's just watching a movie. Your body doesn't realize that. This is why you start feeling those actual feelings. Does that make sense? Yes, Candace. Does that make sense? So this is why certain movies can feel so real to you. This is why you don't need to watch certain stuff. You don't need to listen to certain stuff, but I don't want to get off track. Okay. So for those of you that can, I want you to drop in the comments, what's one thing that you just realized about yourself? What's one thing that you just realized just based on what I just went over? If you're watching the replay, feel free to drop it in the comments. Thank you all for liking the live as you come in. Maybe YouTube didn't know what they were talking about when they said go live at 1 p.m. Okay. I'm like, these people gonna be at work. They don't have time. All right. I know exactly how my body would start bracing while exactly. Exactly, Candace. Exactly. Because your brain doesn't know the difference. Your body doesn't know that you're not in actual harm's way. And then we listen at this stuff when it comes to music, or we sit and watch this stuff and then wonder why after the movie is over, after this playlist is done, why we feeling the way we're feeling. All right, let me keep going, you all. I gave myself a time limit. So let's talk about the trap that you are in. You're a high achiever. I love that for you. You're a pillar, whether you're the pillar of your family, the pillar of your friend group, whatever. You're known as a pillar. You're known as the strong friend. You're the one who holds everyone else up. You hold everybody together, okay? And here's what happens. I just realized that after doing the work, I'm still in process because of break. Oh, yeah, you just have to keep doing it. When it comes to nervous system regulation, you cannot just think, oh, I did it for this long and then. No, you have to continue to teach your body safety. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace. Hello. Celebrate progress. All right, where was I, y'all? You're the one that holds everybody together. And this is what happens. Your over functioning got praised. This happens a lot, especially with women, especially women who are raised in the church, but women, period. Our over functioning gets praised. So when you pushed through exhaustion, people called you, oh, you so strong. Girl, you so strong. You can push through anything. When you said yes, even when you meant no, people started calling you selfless. Then, when you carried everybody's emotions, people called you the glue. Oh, you're just the glue. You're the glue that holds the family together. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what would happen to our family. I'm so great. They're praising you like this is a good thing. Okay. So your nervous system has learned that doing more, oh, that equals safety. And rest, that's dangerous. This is why you feel guilty when resting. The blessing welcomed me and said, I'm a high achiever. I push through. Honey, if you're a high achiever, you are on the right live on today. If you're just joining, you can watch the replay. Okay, welcome to the healing side of YouTube. And if you like this type of content, consider subscribing to my channel. This is day 1 of the 5-day nervous system reset we're doing. Okay, so now, because of this, because you were praised for over functioning, your body believes that resting is a threat, you all. All right. So it thinks that if you say no to people when they ask you of something, that they're going to abandon you. Does that make sense? Excuse me. Does that make sense? It makes you think that feeling your feelings is going to cause you to fall apart. Oh, you can't feel. That's another thing I used to say. I just hate feeling because I just feel so deeply. I don't want to feel. Okay, survival mode. Yes, and thank you. I'm practicing rest, but I do not know how. I got you, honey. And I also have a whole playlist, an inner healing playlist that you can go through. I promise you it'll help you. Candace says, so basically, our nervous system got hijacked into thinking. Exactly. Exactly. Instead of doing from a place of being, let me read your comment for those that are going to catch the replay that can't see the comments. So Candace says, so basically our nervous system got hijacked into thinking the opposite is true. Exactly. Instead of doing from a place of being, we've tried to be after we've done so much, like doing equals value validation. Exactly, Candace. All right. So it has you thinking that if you say no, you're going to be abandoned. People are going to reject me. People are going to leave me if I say no and put myself first. I can't feel my feelings because if I allow myself to feel, I'm going to fall apart. And I can't fall apart because I'm the glue that holds everything together. Do y'all see? Y'all see where I'm going with this? So because of that, you stay in hustle mode, grind culture. Trying to set this, give me a little bit more light. You stay in hustle mode, you stay in grind culture. Even social media teaches you that, okay? You stay in people pleasing mode. I'm gonna do whatever you say. Shut down mode, you just shut down. I used to do that too. It's just so much. I was in survival mode across the board, okay? You're gonna do whatever you need to do that's gonna keep you safe. That's going to keep you safe. All right. But here's the truth. These behaviors, they raised your baseline. Okay. So the behaviors that you got praised for, those are the same behaviors that keep or kept you stuck in survival mode. As you come in, can you all please, please, please hit the like button because that pushes the video out. The same thing that they praised you for is the same thing that kept you in survival mode. So I want you to type seen. Type seen in the chat if this is resonating with you. If you're watching the replay, type seen in the comments, okay? If you know this is landing like, girl, RONESHIA, I don't know how you know because I used to live this. Let me tell you something. Yesterday I was watching the movie Relationship Goals, the new movie, okay? And while watching the movie, I was like, this is so sad. I don't want to give the movie away, but the way Kelly Rowland was working, I'm like, this is so sad. Like this is a real thing. She in that movie, she was one of those high achieving women. And I was like, society literally praises stuff like that. And then I started thinking, because one thing I'm gonna do is think, baby, I'm a thinker. I was like, it is so sad how, and I'm not gonna stay on this, so y'all don't have to worry about the tussle. I was like, it's so sad how women are trained to operate like men. I'm not going to stay on it, but I said it's so sad that women are trained to operate, to overwork, to be masculine, essential. And God never called us to that. Now I'm going to keep going. Let's talk about what survival mode looks like in high achieving women. What's up, Alicia? Hey, mother. Let's talk about what survival mode looks like in high achieving women. I'm going to paint you a picture. If you haven't shared this yet, share it. Encourage people to actually register. Okay. So you can get the emails and stuff. All right. So let's paint you a picture and call it strength. We were never supposed to be working like that. We were never supposed to operate from that place. And it's sad. If y'all hear my stomach growling, I'm not going to apologize, but my bad, y'all. We've been, Candace, when I tell you I was watching that movie and it's like I just zoned out and I was like, we were really trained to be men. But everybody's not going to get that. So let me keep going. High achieving women. All right. So you wake up, right? When you wake up, you're already thinking about your to-do list. Your jaw is clenched. Look at me. Your jaw is clenched before you even get out the bed. Instead of having breakfast, you just grab coffee because you don't have time for breakfast. You don't have time to eat. You have too much to do. You're productive all day, but you still feel like you have not gotten anything done. I'm talking about the high achieving woman. You snap at people you love for no reason, just snapping. At night, this is you at night. You just scrolling because your brain won't shut off. You can't go to sleep, so you're scrolling. And then when you finally say, okay, let me put the phone down, and you lie down, you can't sleep. A high achieving woman that is still in survival mode. Let me know if this sounds familiar, or maybe it looks like you feel numb. Remember I said that used to be me too? Just numb, just detached. Okay? Like you're watching your life from outside of your body. You end up procrastinating on things that actually matter. You cannot make this. It can be the smallest decision. You can't make decisions, the smallest little thing. All right? And even though you feel exhausted, you still can't rest. High achiever that's in survival mode. That is hilarious. I didn't even wear shoes. At least see, I have on some fuzzy socks so it won't hurt as bad, Candace. That is hilarious. Honey, this is not a personality flaw. This is your nervous system. Okay? Here's the science. Research shows that chronic, unpredictable stress, the kind that high achieving women experience when we're always on call emotionally, spiritually, professionally, it keeps your system in high alert. So your body is always prepping for emergencies that never end. Some emergencies that never even happen. Okay. So you end up having symptoms like headaches, gut issues, insomnia, anxiety, brain fog, and irritability. Alicia said, I can't even tip back out. That is hilarious. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. Y'all, these aren't separate problems. Everything I just listed, these aren't separate problems. These are all symptoms of your nervous system trying to get your attention. It's like, hey, the headache is like, hey, I don't feel safe. The gut issues, excuse me, ma'am, I don't feel safe. The insomnia, all of this is your nervous system trying to say, we don't feel safe. And you keep ignoring it because you were praised for productivity. I want you all to drop in the chat. What's one physical symptom you've been ignoring? It may be something, I'm hearing back pain. I'm hearing back pain as well. It could be something that I didn't list. Name one physical symptom that you have been ignoring. Blessing said, yes, that's correct. Light bulbs just flickering. That is hilarious. I'm going to keep going. I don't see anybody naming anything. If you are watching the replay, if you've been having some type of physical symptoms in your body and you've been ignoring it, drop it in the chat. Okay, someone said spearmint tea cutie. Oh, that's cute. Headaches, neck and shoulder tension. Thank you for responding and thank you for your honesty. Alicia said not going to sleep. Thank you for your honesty. All of the things. All right. Now, and you can keep dropping them in the chat. You don't have to stop. Now, a lot of you, you've done the therapy, right? You've done the mindset work. Okay, Candace said sleep and gut issues. Thank you for responding and thank you for your honesty. So a lot of you, you've done the therapy. You may be in therapy now. You already did therapy. You've done the mindset work. You read the books. You did all the things and you're still exhausted. Why is that? You're still exhausted. My stomach don't growl until I gotta go live or until I'm making a video. I promise y'all. Your nervous system doesn't respond to logic. It responds to safety cues. Some of you, stomach episodes, I used to have those too. Some of you may remember me talking about how back 2019, 2020, when someone died unexpectedly and I was like, I can't receive this. I can't process this. Da, 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 da. And I felt like I had a nervous breakdown. But one thing, I used to have real bad heart palpitations. Remember how I told y'all I started tapping my heart, apologizing to my body, telling my heart, my body that I was safe and things like that. So your nervous system, it doesn't respond to logic. It responds to safety cues. You have got to teach your body that you are safe if you want to come out of survival mode. Clench teeth and jaw. All right. So you can know that you're safe mentally, right? You can know this. I know I'm safe. I know there's something wrong. But why I keep having these heart palpitations? Why does my body keep bracing for this, that, and the third? You can know that you're safe and still feel unsafe. Does that make sense? This is because survival mode lives in your body, not your mind. Okay. So affirmations, amazing. Positive thinking, amazing. That, oh, I'm going to just relax. I'm going to just sit down, do nothing. That's amazing. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. All of this stuff is amazing, but it doesn't land because your body is still bracing for threat. So when you're talking about coming out of survival mode, you have to do the body work, not just the mind work, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing this week. Thank you for the hearts. So type body in the chat if you're getting this. Just type the word body. And I know some of y'all are at work. Let me take a sip of water. All right, so here's where we're going to get specific. Your nervous system has a few main patterns, okay? A few main patterns that it uses when it doesn't feel safe. So we have fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. FAWN, okay? Right, healing is a journey. You have to keep doing the work. You have to. You're going to get to a place where you don't even have to think about it. You're just going to do it because calm and peace are going to be your new baseline. But you have to keep doing it. All right. So we have fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And most of us, we have this dominant state. There's a state that we default to whenever we are stressed. So we're going to figure out what yours is right now. Okay. First, let's ground you before we do this. 30 seconds of grounded. So your body can actually feel what we're doing. So I want, if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, do that. If not, just kind of soften your gaze for a minute. I want you to feel your feet on the floor. Feel your feet on the floor. Now I want you to know if you're sitting down, notice the seat that you're sitting in, the chair or whatever that's holding you up. I want you to notice that. Soften your jaw, unclench your teeth, relax your shoulders. Take one slow breath in through your nose and then release it through your mouth. Okay? Now let's assess. I'm going to describe each of these four states. I'm going to describe each of these four states to you, okay? As I do, I want you to notice which one sounds more like you when you are stressed. All right, this is going to be your self assessment. So we're going to start with fight. This is hyperactivated. So this is the woman who goes into control mode. You got to control everything. If you don't do it, it's not going to get done right. Okay, you get irritable, sharp, you snap. Okay, you micro manage. Blink, blink, blink. You think if I don't do it, it's not going to be done right. You got to be in control. You have a hard time delegating or asking for help. Sorry, y'all. I tried to cover the mic. Your default is, oh, I'll just handle it. I'll just take care of it. That's your default. If this is you, type fight in the chat. If you're watching the replay, type it below. If that's you. All right. Now we're going to the next state, which is flight. Flight. This is anxious hustle. This is the woman who can't sit still. You just can't sit still. Let me calm down. I'm animated. Okay, let me calm down. This is the woman who can't sit still. So you're always moving, you're always planning, you're always doing something. Yes, you can, Carla. Absolutely, honey. Candice, thank you for your honesty. Candice said fight. Yeah, you can have more than one. So flight, this is the anxious hustle. You can't sit still. You're always doing, planning, hustling. Okay. You overthink everything. 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 Thank you for your honesty, Carla. So you run worst case scenarios in your head. That used to be me. The worst case scenario. Girl, where that even come from? Okay. This is flight mode. You're also very productive, but you feel like you didn't get anything done. You never feel done. You never feel like you deserve rest. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. So you're anxious even when there is nothing objectively wrong. If this is you, type flight, flight in the chat. If that's you, type flight in the chat. Thank you for your honesty. Carla, Candace, and Spearmints. Thank you. All right. The next one is freeze. This is shut down. Okay. This is the woman who feels numb. You just numb. You're detached. You're disconnected. You can sit and just scroll. Y'all know I like props too. You can sit and scroll for hours. You procrastinate on things that actually matter. You feel exhausted, but you cannot rest. You have brain fog. Your thoughts are extremely foggy. You can't make decisions, even the smallest, simple ones. You can't make decisions. And you feel like you are watching your life out from outside of your body. If this is you, type freeze. Carla, it's okay, Carla. I feel like I saw myself in all of them too. When I was in survival mode, I'm like, oh, this is me, and this is me, and this is me. And yep, that was me too. All right. And the last one is fawn. FAWN. Okay, I got you. FAWN. Thank you. Who else said something? Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Spearmint. Fawn. This is people pleasing. A lot of high achieving women do this because you got to be there for everybody. You the pillar, remember? So fawn. This is the woman who says yes, even though her body said no. hmm Even though her body says no, her mouth, she still says yes. You are the peacemaker. You're the emotional glue that holds everyone together. I remember when I was in high school, one of my cousins she said to me, Renisha, you always friends with the enemy. Cause it would be, y'all know, high school, different groups of girls mad at each other, fighting, da da da. And I'm the one in the middle. I'm friends with everybody. All right. So you're the emotional glue. You feel responsible for everyone's mood. You feel responsible for everyone's mood. Alicia said, I quit funny. I know that's right. Thank y'all for being honest in the chat. Okay. You overextend yourself to keep the peace. That you said you lose yourself in relationships. You don't know what you want because you are so focused on what everyone else needs. If this is you, type fawn in the chat, FAWN. Lord, I thank you for helping your daughters heal and recover. Listen, if that's you, type fawn in the chat. Now, I think Carla may have been the one. She jumped all in my notes. You might have 2 or 3 of these. Okay. You may sometimes vacillate between all 4. A lot of high achieving women, they tend to toggle between fawn and flight or freeze and fight. Okay. So you all have already dropped the ones you see yourself in. Can you all pick the top 2 out of the 4? Either you're the top one that you default to or the top 2. Alicia said just done. Ken, you already know because you know some stuff will disappear, but I did it like this on purpose. You know I will take something down and put it behind something in a minute. All right. Can you all see at least your top 1 or your top 2? Let me know in the chat. And of course, there's a reason why I'm asking this. Let me drink some water while y'all, because I know it's a little delay. Okay, thank you, Carla. Carla said fight and fawn. Candace fight and fawn. Alicia flight. Okay, good. Thank you all. So here's your aha moment for today. You're not just a people pleaser. You're not just an overthinker. I just thought I had this like brain that was one in a trillion. And I was just like, oh, I'm just an overthinker. I'm so analytical. Like I just think, like I just have to think. Girl, I was in survival mode. Please. All right. But I need you to know this is your nervous system pattern. This is not your identity. You're in South Carolina? Okay, she must have started the video over. Welcome, South Carolina. All right. This is a nervous system pattern, you all. This is not your identity. I thought it was my identity. It was not. Okay. So what this means is that this can change. Hello? Whatever you just typed in the chat, it can change. If that just registered, put aha in the chat. Aha. Now, you know what your nervous system is doing. I'm going to give you a tool that you can use. This is something you can use between meetings. Aha. Thank you, Carla. You can use it between meetings, in the car, before bed. Okay? Anytime you catch yourself in your dominant state. So it's going to be the top one or the top two. This is what you're going to do. It's called extended exhale and orienting. Okay? Extended exhale and orienting. This works because longer exhales activate the vagus nerve, and that's going to signal safety to your body. And then when we're talking about orienting, this is just looking around wherever you are. You're going to look around your space and identify things. This is going to bring your brain back from this threat scanning. What? It's going to bring your brain back from threat scanning mode. Does that make sense? So this is not about fixing your life in one breath. RONESHIA fixed my life. I'm trying to help y'all. Okay. This is just about giving your body proof of safety, even for 30 seconds at a time. So we're going to do this together. Okay. So again, get comfortable. If you are driving, you're probably in survival mode, Carla, because the vagus nerve is going to signal safety to the body. But I can teach you how to calm that thing down. Okay? Get comfortable. Feel your feet on the floor. We're going to do this 3 times together. Let me explain it before we actually do it. All right? So what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. I'm going to count for you. Then you're going to hold it gently, and then you're going to exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. I will count. Okay? As you exhale, I want you to look around wherever you are. You're going to look around your space, and I want you to notice 3 things that you can see. All right. Thank you for putting that in. Blessing. She's probably delayed too, but thank you for being honest. All right. Y'all got it? So we're going to start. I want you to breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, while you're exhaling, look around. All right. So we're going to do round 2. Round 2 is going to be the same, almost. I'm going to eat after this. Round 2, you're going to inhale for 4, exhale through your mouth for 6. As you exhale, I want you to look around your room or wherever you are. Just look around your space and notice 2 things that you can physically feel. Does that make sense? It could be your feet on the floor. If you have a fan on, you can feel the air from the fan. You're back against the chair. You're just going to notice 2 things that you can physically feel. All right. So inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Last round. So for this round, you're going to inhale through your nose 4 counts, exhale through your mouth 6 counts. But as you exhale, I want you to notice 1 sound that you can hear right now. All right? 1 sound. So let's inhale for 4. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, for those of you that can type right now, I want you to drop one word in the chat letting me know how you feel after doing those 3 rounds. Just type one word. I don't want a sentence. I want one word. How do you feel after doing those 3 rounds? Those of you that can type, if you're watching the replay, you can still drop it in the comment section beneath the video. Carla says she feels relaxed. Candace says she feels stillness. Anybody else that's able to type, let me know how you feel after doing those rounds. Candace, when you say stillness, how does your body feel? Like at rest? I know some of y'all can't type right now. Let me know, Candace. Either way, you all, this is what regulation feels like. Okay? This is what regulation feels like. So here is your homework for today. Okay. Okay, thank you, Candace. So here's your homework for today. You're going to use this tool once. What we just did, just use it one time on your own. Okay? When you catch yourself in fight mode, controlling, snapping, flight mode, anxious, overthinking, freeze mode, numb, scrolling, or find mode where you're saying yes when you really mean no, I want you to use this. You're going to pause and you're going to do this. You're going to do the extended exhale and you're going to do the orienting practice. Just one time. That's it. You have to train your nervous system to trust it can regulate. If you're willing to do this, type "I'll do it" in the comments. Alicia said calm. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you all so much for hitting the like button. Type "I'll do it" in the chat if you're willing to do it just one time. Just practice it one time on your own. If you're just coming in, my name is RONESHIA. I'm an inner healing coach. Today is day 1 of my nervous system reset challenge. I'm giving you all the juice, helping you come out of survival mode. If this content resonates with you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. This is YouTube, the subscribe, right? You hit the subscribe button. And thank you for hitting the like button because that pushes the video out into the algorithm. Candace said, "I'll do it." Carla said, "I'll do it." Alicia said, "I started this morning." Period, mother. All right. Now, we're almost done and I'm right in the time I set for myself. So this is perfect. So before we close, right, I want to tell you all about something I created for this challenge. A lot of you are going to want to practice this in between the sessions. Okay. So you're going to want the audio practices, the workbook, and the nervous system tracker. So I created the reset kit. It is everything you need in order to deepen the work. All right. So inside the kit, I did 5 guided audio practices. So I have one for grounding, breath work, somatic release, vagal toning. Somebody mentioned the vagus nerve. I can't remember which person said it, but I have something specific for vagal toning and integration. All right. I also included a nervous system reset workbook. If you prefer printing it out, you have the ability to do that. If you prefer writing, you can print it and write in it. It comes with journal prompts and all types of things. Or you can just use it digitally. You know how you just open it up and then you hit the text box. I'm sure you all know how to do this. And then you can just put your responses in there. It has journal prompts for all 5 days. I also included a 30-day nervous system tracker so you can track and see your patterns. All right. It also comes with a 10 micro practices PDF. So I put together this PDF of 10 micro practices, things that you can use to regulate your nervous system within 60 seconds. It works. It works within 60 seconds. So you'll have that. And then you also will have private chat access with me throughout the challenge. So, like, if you have questions, you can send it in the private chat. Because sometimes people don't want the public to see whatever they're asking. So you can send me private messages on the chat. Okay. It's only $47. You do not need it to do the challenge, but because of course my lives my lives are powerful, right? It's free. So I don't want you to think, oh no, you don't need it to do the challenge. But if you're serious about integrating this work into your life, this is the perfect toolkit. It will be available during the challenge only, as far as being able to purchase it as a standalone product only during the challenge. If you know me, you already know. All right. So if you want the reset kit, it's pinned right there. Blessing said I will do it. It's pinned right there. It'll be in the description of this video also, the link. Okay. I'm not gonna push it, but it's there if you want it. So we can close now. And it really is a steal, but y'all know me. If you want to get it during this challenge, because y'all already know. All right, so we covered a lot today. So I'm going to do a recap of what we learned. Number one, why you're still stuck in survival mode. Chronic stress raised your baseline. So now survival mode is like, that's normal to you. We also talked about the high achiever trap. Over functioning got you praised. So your body thinks that doing more equals safety. Also, your dominant nervous system state. We went through that: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So now you know what your dominant state is. And I gave you one regulation tool that you can use today: the extended exhale and orientation. All right. So tomorrow is day 2. We're going deeper. We're going to be talking about how the body keeps score. Y'all know I say trauma gets trapped inside your body. You can try to suppress that thing. You can try to say, oh, it doesn't bother me, I'm good, baby. It's getting trapped somewhere. Okay. So we're going to talk about what to do when therapy isn't enough, how trauma lives in your body, and somatic practices that create actual shifts. This is what we're talking about tomorrow. Make sure you're following me. If you signed up for the challenge, even though the challenge is free, whenever you sign up, you get an email. You're going to get an email sent. Okay. The video you won't be able to turn the notification on because the video is unlisted, but sign up for the challenge. You'll get the email reminders. 1 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be live again, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before you go, I want you to drop one word in the chat. How does your nervous system feel right now? Drop one word in the chat and be honest. It's possible that you just logged on and I'm about to get off and you like, girl, it feels fried. So drop one word in the chat and let me know how your nervous system feels. If you're watching the replay, you can still do this. I'm so happy I stayed within my time. Peaceful, a little settled, reminded. I love it. Anybody else? That can actually type. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Make sure you share this out. I'm going to go. I don't see any more responses. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. This week is going to be amazing. I promise you this stuff works if you work it. Don't think this is too simple. Don't think, oh, it only works for you, girl. There is no way. My life is too hectic. I'm telling you, it works if you work it, okay? Your nervous system is already shifting. I will see you all tomorrow.